Hello again, I'm Albert Cuadrante, and welcome to Faith Streams. Until today, many of my former classmates still remember and refer to me as their class beetle. The class beetle is the position appointed by the teacher tasked to enforce rules like taking attendance, noting and reporting tardiness, creating the seat plan for the class, and keeping order while the teacher is away. I suppose I did a good job at this because I was always appointed to this position throughout the 4 years of high school. Why? Well, maybe because I actually like rules. I appreciate rules because I think they actually help me be more productive. Rules also help me and remind me to be a better person because I try to practice integrity, to be considerate, and to be respectful of others. However, there are times when my being a stickler for rules and order actually make me unproductive. I sometimes get bogged down because I focus too much on the small details. Sometimes, focusing too much on the rules also causes me to lose my temper, and as a result, instead of becoming a better person, I catch myself being judgmental and lacking in compassion towards those who break the rules. I remember early in the pandemic, I felt angry and frustrated whenever I watch the news and I see people out and about, some not following safety protocols. And in my mind, I couldn't help blame them for the spread of this virus. However, as I listened to their stories, I realized that if they had a choice, of course they'd rather not go out and risk getting sick. But they are forced to because otherwise they will lose their jobs or their families would go hungry. Don't get me wrong, not following safety protocols is not right and really irresponsible. However, it's very encouraging to see people who, rather than condemn and judge, come up with solutions like the community pantries so that people don't have to venture far out to look for food and access food, or those who give out better quality masks and face shields so that those who do have to go out can be better protected. When Jesus calls out the Pharisees for being too strict with the implementation of rules and tradition, I don't think he was advocating that we break the rules or have no rules at all. In fact, Jesus reminds us always to keep the commandments, and remember in our previous gospel, some of those commandments are actually not very easy to follow. I think rather the invitation is to remain focused on the people for which the rules were made for. When we see people not following the rules or breaking the law, let us first try to understand why before we jump to a conclusion and judge or condemn. If you see someone, for example, shooting another person, would you automatically tag him as the criminal? Or could he be the victim trying to defend himself or his family? Have you ever cursed someone who cut you in traffic? What if that person pala was experiencing an emergency situation and we didn't know, right? So again, the call of Christ is not to disobey or to go against rules, laws, and tradition. The gospel reading according to Mark, rather, I think reminds us that following rules and tradition alone are not enough. We must embody the spirit of these rules so that as we follow them, we actually become better people, and to act with compassion and charity towards those who fail to follow, because we never know when it will be our turn to need that kind of understanding. That is, after all, the golden rule.